Hello and welcome to today's video, or hello if you're new here. My name's Izzy and on my channel I post all about hiking, the outdoors, and travel, so I thought what better video to do than what is a granola girl? So today I'm going to be talking all about what it means to be a granola girl. I'm going to be going really in depth into what this aesthetic means. I'd like to say that I quite embody this aesthetic in my own life, so I'm really excited to talk about it. We're going to be talking about clothing, hobbies, activities, everything that may encompass this aesthetic. And this video is just for fun, and I wanted to begin by saying that you do not need any material goods or anything like that to be considered outdoorsy or granola. This will just be more of a fun video playing into the stereotypes. Like I said, I consider myself to be a granola girl. I love hiking, I love the national parks, I love to travel and go on road trips. I even brought out my very best granola girl fleece for today's video. If you know exactly what fleece this is, you are probably already in the granola community. And so here is my take on what it means to be a granola girl. And remember that these are all my opinions and this video is just for fun. So this video will be split into 4 little sections, the first being clothing and accessories, the second being home, the third being hobbies, and the 4th being mindset. But first, I wanted to read what Urban Dictionary defines a granola girl as. So I got my phone here with the definition up, and it says, a person, male or female, who enjoys hiking, canoeing, and other outdoorsy things. They often can be seen drinking out of a camelback, wearing tie-dye, wearing chacos, and eating trail mix. They're the type of people you see hiking in the mountains of the United States or backpacking across other countries for long periods of time. I partly agree. Let's get into it. Alright, it's time for the first part of this video, which is clothing and accessories. Like I said, if you know what this fleece is, you're probably already granola. So some popular brands include Patagonia, Cotopaxi, Chacos, Tevas, Parks Project, Columbia, REI, LL Bean, Outdoor Voices. There is so many that I can't possibly sit here and name them all. And popular clothing items that you may see people wearing include things like travel tees, hiking gear, overalls, fleece, flannels, beanies, things like sweaters and vests, and lots of earthy tones. I think there's a meme going on where it's like, oh, if you live in Denver or the Pacific Northwest, it looks like you could go on a hike at any time, and that is literally the aesthetic. I'll be going to Walmart in clothing that it looks like I'd be going out to a hike in. Another big thing in the granola community is thrifting. Obviously, thrift stores are huge, using apps like Depop to buy things secondhand. Just being eco-conscious about our choices and not supporting fast fashion. I also find that a lot of brands in the outdoorsy space use lots of fun colors and fun patterns that I wouldn't usually wear, so I absolutely love leaning into this. I love all the fun colors. I love having hiking shorts that are 3 different colors. For example, this fleece, this isn't something you would normally see. It's got lots of fun patterns on it, and I absolutely love it. Next, moving into shoes, some popular brands include Tevas and Chacos. And there's actually a big debate between the two of them within the outdoorsy community about which one is the better hiking/outdoorsy sandal. And in my opinion, it really just depends. There's no clear answer. I have both and I love them both for different reasons. Of course, Blundstones, Birkenstocks, Hokas are another big one. Jewelry is also something that you can lean into that's a lot of fun, especially if it's homemade. Again, lots of fun colors, lots of fun patterns, and usually low maintenance is a common theme you see across the granola community. I usually see not a ton of makeup being worn, not a ton of high fashion, just very down to earth. And then of course, water bottles. Almost all granola girls have their emotional support water bottle. I have mine, I'm sure you have yours as well. Nalgene is a popular brand for water bottles. I really prefer metal water bottles just because they keep my drink colder or warmer for longer, and I don't like the plastic kind. But the downside is that they're heavier to carry on hikes. And usually those emotional support water bottles are covered in stickers. And of course, having some kind of bag on you, backpacks, fanny packs, sling bags, all are big in the outdoorsy community. And here are just some other things that are often seen as granola: owning a Subaru, van life or living in your car, artists like Noah Kahan, Camp, the Lumineers, Lord Huron, crystals, hammocks, and apps like AllTrails, iOverlander, the National Park Service app, Strava are all pretty common outdoorsy apps. And real quick, here's a little subcategory that I'm calling Where to Shop. REI, probably one of the most well-known outdoorsy stores out there. They have just about anything that you need for any kind of outdoorsy hobby that you have, and they even have a section where you can buy secondhand. Thrift stores, of course, everybody has thrift stores near them. That is one of my favorite ways, as well as buying secondhand online. Depop is one of my favorite apps, along with Poshmark, Mercari. I love to find secondhand outdoorsy items from there. Another store that I really like is Sierra Trading Post. It's literally the outdoorsy version of TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I find a lot of really good high quality brands from there that are a fraction of the cost from buying at big brand stores. So that concludes the clothing and accessories category. Next, we're moving on to home. Again, anything secondhand is super popular. A lot of earthy boho vibes, a lot of very natural colors. Plants are another huge one. I have a whole bunch of each and they both have their positives and negatives. And lots of green and wood tones. So let me show you some of my favorite areas in my home that I would consider granola. I've got a couple little murals. Here's the first one that I did of some plants going up our stairway. And the second is behind the chair here. It's a little mountain scene. Here's our little entryway table. This is from our trip to the aquarium. Here's some of our little plants on our plant stand. And here's some more in front of the window. We've got part of our crystal and rock collection here on the dresser. These are from a whole bunch of our different travels. And obviously I set up this filming area behind me to be pretty granola. And now we're moving on to the hobby category. Literally anything that has to do with the outdoors, with nature. I'm not gonna sit here and name off every single outdoorsy hobby because that would take forever. But if you'd like, I could do a whole video about that and really get into depth on some unique hobbies out there because there are so many different kinds in the granola community. But some of the big main ones being, of course, hiking, snow sports like skiing, snowboarding, road trips and traveling, crafting, photography and videography, and things like collecting park and travel memorabilia is always a good one. And the last category I'm going to talk about today is mindset. One of the biggest things in the outdoorsy/granola community is leave no trace. How can I make a video about being a granola girl without talking about this? And that basically just means pick up after yourself outside, leave it better than you found it, don't be moving things like rocks and stones around. Basically just leave nature as it is and pretend you were never there. That's why it's called Leave No Trace. Granola girls are often seen as very down to earth. We love the national parks. We love animals and plants and learning all about them. I have my fair share of little field guide books that I like to bring with me on hikes to identify different kinds of birds or plants. Reduce, reuse, recycle is also big. Just being very environmentally cautious. We only have one earth, let's take care of it. I also like to live a low-tox lifestyle. I know that's not very common with everybody, but I see it a little bit more in the outdoorsy community. Avoiding things like single-use plastics, looking for organic food or healthier options, and things like more natural skincare. So that's kind of the mindset that I see in the granola community. And there's obviously overlap with the Granola Girl aesthetic and lots of other aesthetics out here, but I hope I did a decent job in explaining what the Granola Girl aesthetic means and what it is to me. Again, this video is all for fun. It is all my opinion, but I really hope that you enjoyed watching. And that's it for this video. If you think I missed anything really big, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what comes to your mind when you hear Granola Girls. And if you want more content like this, if you're not already following me on TikTok or Instagram, what are you doing? That's where I post every single day. So go and check me out over there for a whole bunch more Granola Girl videos. But that is it for this video, and thank you so much for watching.